Hey, what's going on guys? John Shea here from the No Shame Income blog, and today I'm going to be talking about how to utilize a particular email marketing platform called ActiveCampaign and tie ActiveCampaign with one of their special features called lead scoring. If you're not familiar with lead scoring, more or less what this feature allows you to do is actually set up a different score based on certain actions that your users take when they're going through your email marketing platform. So this is actually going to be somewhat of an advanced topic, but I'm going to explain it in such a way that hopefully a lot of you guys will see the huge benefits of this. And if you decide to go and actually set up some of this for yourself, you'll know exactly how to do it. But before we dive in, if you're brand new in the channel, be sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video. And if you actually go back and leave me a comment on the video, I will go back and reply to your comment. As well as if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel as I release new videos each and every week. So let's jump over to my desktop and I'm going to show you exactly how I set this up and how you can start using this right now in your business. Okay, so we're over on my desktop and I want to walk you guys through a little bit of context as to why I'm using some really smart automation with a platform, again, called ActiveCampaign. So if you're not familiar with ActiveCampaign, what this is basically a email marketing solution that has a lot of automation features. Now, I've used a lot of different email marketing tools over the years, many of which have been great, but they didn't offer some of the advanced automation features that ActiveCampaign does. A lot of them have actually been catching up in a sense for years and starting to add some of these features. But for some of the things that I'm particularly doing with my campaigns, I actually still haven't found some other solutions that offer everything that I need that ActiveCampaign can do. So what I want to do is kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what this software can do, the pricing, and then I'm going to show you an advanced feature called lead scoring and how I'm utilizing it in some of my sales efforts that I'm doing today for selling online courses and other things that I do online in the digital marketing space. So in terms of ActiveCampaign, in a real nutshell way to look at this, basically it's an email marketing platform. So you're collecting email leads. Let's say you have an e-commerce store or you're selling a digital product like an online course. This is going to allow you to start collecting emails through whatever means that you're promoting your products or services. And you can start messaging those people through this platform using automations. You have a sales CRM if you upgrade to one of their higher level packages. And you can get a lot more insights as to what's going on with how people are interacting with your emails and your broadcasts and everything else that you're doing. So it's extremely powerful. In fact, so powerful so much it took me quite a while to learn the ins and outs of the system. But once I got the hang of everything, it became very, very easy to actually segment things and learn a lot about this. So more or less you can send, like they said here, send exactly what your contacts want. Email marketing, segmentation, messaging, dynamic content. And the automation obviously gives you ways to segment things like, they give an example here, customer adds the item to cart. If they place a new order, send them a thank you email. If they abandon the cart, like they leave and they don't purchase that item, we could wait an hour and then say, hey, you left an item in your cart you didn't buy, come back and finish your purchase. So some really, really awesome stuff that you can do with this depending on what business you're running and what you're trying to do. You can also do sales automation, so they've got a CRM, the lead scoring, which we're going to be talking about, automation and win probability of how, if you're closing sales, you can kind of track the solution from front to end of, hey, is this someone that I'm working with going to turn into an active lead and am I going to be able to close them? You could kind of bring them through that whole process. You've also got some messaging features for like messaging them on the website. They've got all kinds of reporting, site tracking, they've got a Gmail extension, all kinds of really amazing stuff. So beyond that, what I wanted to show you guys is how I'm setting up my lead scoring, which is a really, really cool feature inside of ActiveCampaign. So I'm actually already logged in and I'm now within my automations. And essentially what I've done is I've created a specific set of automations that I utilize for this lead scoring piece. So I'm going to kind of explain how this works. So one of my automations, I basically have set up where anytime someone replies to an email broadcast or any email that I've sent to someone on my email list, I basically have a secondary action that says I'm going to add 120 points to their contact score. And I came up with a score of just score 1. You could call this whatever you want. I just called it score 1, something very simple. And from here, basically we end the automation, not really much else to it. This basically is saying, hey, if they replied to my email, give them a high number of points to add to their profile. Now I've got another one that basically if they reach a certain threshold, in fact we'll get to this one in a bit, I'm going to get there in a second. This is another one, if they visit a sales page of my course, we add 90 points, and I also get a notification if they've done this. Here's another one that if they click a link in any email, this means like they're engaging, they're clicking stuff, checking things out that I'm sending to them. We give them 85 points. This is another one, if they read an email, I give them 34 points. Don't ask me why I did 34. Just kind of funny, I guess, but as you can see, depending on the actions that they're taking, like just opening an email, it's going to give them some points. If they're clicking on links in the email and opening them and replying to them, they're going to get a lot more points. So now, why is this beneficial, right? You may be thinking, why do you need to track all this? And what I end up doing is when they hit a certain threshold, I'm going to come back to this in a second, that's someone's score. Once they hit the score of 850, meaning like they've been engaging for a while, opening several emails, going through my stuff, really engaging, I send a notification to myself. And what this basically tells me is that this person has been extremely engaged with my content. So what I like to do is actually open up their profile. I'll show you this now. I'll open up a profile just like this, and you can see that we've got all this information. So this person, I believe their name is actually Kenny. I can see a link to their Facebook, so if I want, I could even pull him up on, his name is Kelvin, so he doesn't really have much going on Facebook, but I know that Kelvin is extremely engaged. He's scored 3,527 points. And I can also see what tags he has based on different things he's been doing. So he actually purchased one of my courses, he's completed one of my automations, he's really engaged. He went through one of my other email series and picked up my ebook, and basically has been extremely engaged with my stuff. Like, here was an email I sent 3 days ago, and I can see that he clicked on a link within that email to go check out a video on my YouTube channel. So when Kenny, or I'm sorry, I keep saying Kenny, it was Kelvin. When Kelvin reached 850 points, I got a notification. I would go open this profile, and what I do is I actually pull up a tool here called UseLoom. I'm actually logged into my UseLoom account. And what this tool allows me to do is pull up this little Chrome extension, and I can record my screen. So I will do a recording that's very, very quick to do. You can basically install this plugin for free on Chrome. I will do a recording, and I'll send, in this case, Kelvin an email, and I'll say, hey, Kelvin, I just wanted to reach out and say, thank you for being so engaged with my email list. I'll basically just kind of do a warm welcome and basically give them something that's a little bit personalized that takes me less than a minute to do. And this is something that I'm really only doing for people that are obviously engaging, right? If their score was like 100 or 200 and they're just not opening emails or checking out my stuff, then I'm not really going to be doing any personal stuff for them. But the other thing that I've been doing is, this is something else I set up, and this looks a little more convoluted, but I set up something that anytime someone clicks a link in any of my emails, it's basically the same link, just in different emails. This is a link that goes to my sales page. So it tells me that they're actually checking out my sales page at that very moment. So earlier today, I got an email that looks just like this one, and I customized this. So I have it set up to say, Francisco is checking out the SEO Consulting Blueprint sales page. This is my course. And I have it send over an email that gives me their name, their email, when they've subscribed to my email list, where they're located, and I also had a survey at one point where if they filled out the survey, it would give me that data. So I can now go view this contact, and I can pull up the profile, and I can see everything that this person has done. So they're part of one of my courses on my Teachable site. They're in my main email list, and they signed up through one of my blog posts, and they've been going through my content. And I can see that they actually went and checked out my sales page. So now would be a perfect opportunity for me to be like, hey, I saw you were checking out my sales page. Do you have any questions for me? Let me know if there's anything I could do to be of assistance to you. And this is extremely powerful. I sent this to someone last week, and they replied back, and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe you sent me a video. And they were asking me, I have questions for you. Let me know if this is something that your course covers. And after doing that, I've done this with several people. They end up actually buying right after I do these videos. Now, I know that this isn't automated. It's not something that's going to be in terms of me doing the videos, right? I can't just evergreen that. But it creates a real bond and a relationship with my subscribers, and it increases the chance of people buying, trusting me, feeling confident that they're going to get something that they know. If they ask me a question, I'm going to be here to reply to them. I'm going to be here to help them. And I haven't had any issues really keeping up with these. Some days I may spend up to an hour sending these videos out, but I can tell you it's a lot faster than replying to an email, and ultimately it's very, very good for building relationships and getting some traction going. So I hope you guys like this video. Again, if you want to set up lead scoring, I'd be happy to hook you up with all of my automations that I've used to do this, and I will basically give you everything that I've done, all of the automations, show you how I've set this all up. If you decide to sign up for ActiveCampaign and you want to check this out, I'm going to leave a link below where they do have a free trial. If you use my link in the description, you can actually get signed up, and I believe they have a free trial where you can actually start using the tool right away and start collecting emails. One thing I will tell you is that if you are not collecting emails while you're building your business, then you are literally doing a disservice to yourself, and you should really be building an email list, because there's so much potential to be able to sell products, services, and engage with your audience by having an email list. Another thing that I will quickly mention in regards to pricing is you will need to be on at minimum the Plus plan in order to use the contact and lead scoring functionality. So typically you're going to be looking at about $49 a month if you pay the yearly plan. If you do monthly, you're looking at about $70 a month, which is very competitive given some of the options and the other things that you can actually do with this. You get the CRM built in, the custom branding, custom domain, all their deep data integrations, all these other things in terms of being able to utilize the platform in its full capacity up to 1,000 contacts. And if you really wanted to, well, I guess you can't, but I thought maybe under 1,000 it would change price, but that's only on the light version. So if you do want the lead scoring functionality, you will have to go with at least the Plus plan and start there. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Be sure to check the link below and go grab your ActiveCampaign free trial.